Most people think that the ultimate social skill is being a great talker. They spend thousands of hours practicing their elevator pitch, perfecting their storytelling, and trying to be the most interesting person in the room. But they are missing the point entirely. The most ignored social skill, the one that actually changes how people treat you, is strategic silence. It's the ability to hold space without the desperate need to fill it with your own voice. In a world that is louder than ever, silence has become a high-value currency. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. When you are comfortable with silence, you project an aura of confidence and self-assurance that most people simply don't have. Most people are reactive speakers. They aren't listening to understand, they are just waiting for their turn to talk. They are so afraid of an awkward pause that they ramble, reveal too much, and lower their status in real time. But the person who can sit in a pause without flinching is the one who controls the room. Strategic silence forces the other person to think, to reflect, and often to reveal more than they intended to. It's not about being shy, it's about being calculated. It's about understanding that the less you say, the more powerful you become. When I started implementing this, the energy in my conversations shifted immediately. People stopped talking at me and started talking to me. They began to seek my approval because my silence made them wonder what I was thinking. This is the skill of the academic weapon and the high-status individual. It's about moving from a place of seeking attention to a place of commanding respect. Strategic silence works because it exploits a basic human insecurity, the fear of being uninteresting. When you stop talking, the other person's brain goes into overdrive trying to fill the gap. They start talking more to impress you, and in doing so, they give you all the leverage. You become the judge and they become the performer. If you struggle with social anxiety or find yourself over-explaining your life to people who don't deserve your story, this channel is for you. We break down the dark psychology of social dynamics so you can stop being a people pleaser and start being a strategist. If you're ready to master your social presence, hit that subscribe button and watch out for our next deep dive. Now, to use this skill effectively, you have to master the 3-second pause. Most people respond within half a second of someone else finishing their sentence. To use strategic silence, you wait. You count to 3 in your head while maintaining calm, steady eye contact. This small gap creates a vacuum. It signals to the other person that you are actually processing what they said, rather than just reacting. It makes you appear thoughtful, composed, and slightly mysterious. In 2026, where everyone is fighting for a microphone, the person who knows when to put it down is the one who leads. This isn't just about being quiet, it's about the intentionality of your silence. It tells people that your energy isn't for sale, and that your words are a reward, not a given. Another layer of this skill is empathetic listening through silence. Most people think they are being empathetic by saying, "I understand," or "that happened to me too." But that's actually conversational narcissism. You're just shifting the topic back to yourself. Real empathy is staying silent while someone else is speaking, and even after they stop. Often, when someone finishes a sentence, they aren't done talking. They are just catching their breath or checking to see if it's safe to continue. If you jump in immediately, you cut off the deeper truth they were about to share. By staying silent for just a few seconds longer, you invite them to go deeper. They will tell you things they didn't even plan on saying because your silence feels like a safe harbor. This builds a level of trust and rapport that smooth talking can never achieve. People will leave conversations with you thinking you are the best communicator they've ever met, even if you only said 10 words. They aren't impressed by your talking. They are impressed by how you made them feel. You made them feel heard in a world that usually ignores them. This gives you immense social power because people become addicted to the way you listen. They will come to you with their secrets, their plans, and their loyalty because you are the only one who doesn't interrupt their story. Finally, you must use silence as a shield against disrespect. When someone says something rude, an edgy joke, or a backhanded compliment, the average person reacts with anger or a defensive explanation. Both of these reactions give the bully exactly what they want, a reaction. But strategic silence is the ultimate no. When someone says something disrespectful, just look at them. Don't smile, don't frown, and definitely don't speak. Just give them a long, neutral stare for about 4 seconds. This forces them to sit in the cringe of their own behavior. They will usually start backpedaling, explaining the joke, or apologizing because the silence makes their disrespect feel incredibly loud and awkward. It's a way of saying that was beneath me without having to lower yourself to their level. In 2026, your aura is your greatest asset. Silence protects that aura. It keeps people guessing and it keeps your enemies on their toes. Stop giving away your power for free by talking too much. Master the pause, master the stare, and master the art of being the quietest person with the loudest presence in the room. The world belongs to the observers, not the talkers. Lock in, stay silent when it matters, and watch how the world starts to treat you differently.